In an age when history seems increasingly distant, digital technology allows us to breathe new life into century-old photographs, revealing forgotten chapters with startling clarity. Some moments in history demand remembrance, and July 30th, 1916 is undeniably one of them. At the dawn of the 20th century, New York was a city brimming with opportunity and hope. It was rapidly growing, transforming into a global hub of commerce, culture, and innovation. Towering skyscrapers stood as symbols of ambition and progress. Immigrants from all over the world arrived here to start fresh, bringing with them vibrant diversity and energy. The city's streets buzzed with the clatter of streetcars, children's laughter, and the enticing smells of street food. New York inspired dreamers and hard workers alike, uniting people in the pursuit of a better future. It was a living testament to human will and the spirit of change. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, the Great War raged on. Britain and France were doing everything they could to pull the United States into the conflict on their side. But the US held to a stance of neutrality. America produced bombs, shells, and bullets, selling to whoever would buy. Germany was vehemently opposed to this. On the battlefield, the war had reached a stalemate. It seemed everything hinged on the US President Wilson wavered. And then suddenly, more than a century later, as we can now restore and examine those 1916 photographs with unprecedented detail, the story feels urgently relevant. At 2:12 a.m., the clock atop the Jersey Journal building in Journal Square stopped dead. That precise moment marked one of the most powerful non-nuclear explosions in human history, the Black Tom blast that rocked New Jersey to its core. The first explosion erupted at 2:08 a.m. The ground shook violently as the night sky erupted in blinding light. A massive shockwave rolled across the city like a tsunami, its force reaching as far as Philadelphia. A second, smaller but still devastating blast followed at 2:40 a.m., adding to what was already an unprecedented night of destruction. The initial blast registered as a 5.5 magnitude earthquake. The stained glass windows of St. Patrick's Cathedral shattered into dust. Jersey City Hall's exterior wall cracked like paper. The explosion's echoes reached Philadelphia, while windows exploded into thousands of fragments across a 25-mile radius, including Lower Manhattan. The Brooklyn Bridge actually swayed from the impact. People in Maryland woke up convinced they'd experienced an earthquake. Black Tom Island was the main ammunition depot in the northeastern United States. At its docks, roughly 900 tons of munitions were stockpiled. Rifle cartridges, artillery shells, and 45 tons of TNT stored on the barge Johnson No. 17. As Jersey City Commissioner Frank Hague later recalled, the TNT barge was moored at Black Tom simply to avoid a $25 fine, an ironic decision that would cost the city millions. At 2:08 a.m., 45 tons of TNT aboard Johnson No. 17 exploded, along with 417 boxes of detonators. Shrapnel tore through the air, even damaging the Statue of Liberty's torch and folds of her robe. Naval intelligence investigations revealed the blast was orchestrated by German agents working under Ambassador Count Johann Heinrich von Bernstorff, who operated covertly under the cover of the German Foreign Office, and Captain Franz von Rintelen of the Imperial German Navy's intelligence wing. Von Rintelen funneled funds to bribe key individuals, including Michael Christoph, who was paid for access to the pier. German spies Kurt Janker and Lothar Witzke also took part and were later prosecuted. Christoph, a 23-year-old Austrian immigrant and US Army serviceman, is believed to have planted and detonated the incendiary devices that triggered the explosions. The Black Tom explosion and related pro-German espionage activities helped push the US Congress to pass the Espionage Act in June 1917, which among other things created the Bureau of Investigation within the Department of Justice, the precursor to the FBI. Today, nothing remains of the Black Tom terminal, or what was the largest terrorist attack on American soil before 9/11, save for a memorial plaque and the FBI's legacy. This act of sabotage was one of the factors that swayed President Wilson and Congress to label the German Empire an aggressor in Europe. On April 6, 1917, the US entered World War I. We all know how that ended for the aggressor. The Black Tom incident stands as a prophetic reminder that in an interconnected world, domestic peace can be shattered by distant forces. As we navigate the complexities of 21st century geopolitics, the lessons from this forgotten chapter of American history remain profoundly relevant. Understanding the past is not mere academic exercise. It's a vital part of preparing for the challenges ahead.